the former #2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At the 47.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there, but I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it, and offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And shedding through the tackle. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Their own 28-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At his 48-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Cardinals nothing.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. C.D. Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Giants add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
This is Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
Rodgers.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Claypool. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 2nd down, Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for a Giants.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing who got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
CD Lamb.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The handoff to Dalvin Cook.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Aguilar has it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
6-yard pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. To throw is Wentz. Rolling, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now 21-7.
Set to kick off.
Now Jones. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Chris Jones on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Rodgers will try again on second down. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Rodgers.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
complete to Chase Claypool. An 8-yard pickup. And a Cardinal first down.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When it's about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Jimmy Graham.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
Rodgers again now. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout taken.
19 yards.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Metcalf once again the target. And now it's 2nd down.
A 57-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Cardinals 7.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On second down, it's Cook. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 12.
Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Makes the score Giants 24.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion, and defensively an opportunity slips away. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Completion here to Claypool. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll go screen here to Hunt.
Rodgers,
and they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Throwing on first is Wentz. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run for it with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Carson Wentz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Jones. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards.
For shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Rodgers.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete to number
DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Conversion.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
New York ready to go again offensively. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Wentz. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Wentz. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A loss of a yard.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 16, 2:19 to play. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
A gain of 30. First down, Cardinals.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Giants, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire